And by the way, the recordings that we have made, the three recordings are already available. Luckily, the last time that I told you that I didn't stop the recording, Google saved it automatically, so there's no problem with that. So today, what we're going to do is, again, share with you this experience of learning how to create a somehow course on Facebook. It's not the same as the groups we use in Facebook. It's different, and you will see why it's different. Luis Arturo, yes.
Yes, I have a question related with the recording. Does the recording has a kind of expiration date? I ask because I would like to download all the material, and I don't know if they will expire or it's available all the time. Or
No, 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 no. That's for Microsoft Teams. In Microsoft
yes,
Teams, it's
yes,
only 20 days. It's only 20 days. No,
yes, it's only today.
in, yeah, no, 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 no. That's in
Okay,
Microsoft Teams.
thank
Yes, yeah, you have to download them
yeah.
immediately, otherwise you miss them. Now, in Facebook, sorry, in Google, the good thing is
Okay,
Google saves all the material in the Google Drive, so it's permanent. It's never
okay,
deleted. Yeah. Okay, but
good
I,
thing.
I will share anyway. I will share with you the materials so you can use them later on. So let's begin. And to begin, I'm going to share with you the screen so you can see this. As I said, this is a demo. This is a real, a live demo. If you want to follow me, it's okay. If you don't, if you cannot because you need to be concentrated, I suggest you to concentrate. If you decide that it's better to concentrate on the how to do it, it's better. It's going to be a good idea. But as I said, I'm going to keep the recording. I will send it to you, and in case you want to do it on your own, you can repeat the video as many times as you want, so you don't miss the steps that we have here.
Thank you.
So, yeah, so I'm going to share the screen with you. Let me share this with you. Okay. Okay, here we go. Now tell me if you can see my screen. Is that okay? Can you
Yes,
see it clearly? Okay, good. Well, so you can make this from any Facebook profile. You can make this from any Facebook profile. Here, what I'm doing is I am using my personal page, but it can be used from any profile. You can use your personal profile and it's okay.
can use. Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do here is first of all to go to the to the main page, your page, okay? And you're going to go to groups. That's going to be the first step. Go to groups. In groups, you're going to find create a group, for example. And your first step is to create a group.
Can you do it a little bit bigger, please?
Okay, let me see. Yes, let me find this. Yes, I guess it's not well. Let me see. I'm going to change the design. Here we go. Okay.
No, sorry, you have to pin the Rolando screen as
Uh-huh.
your main screen, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I already changed the
Yeah,
view. I don't
yeah.
know if you can see it now better.
Yes, yes.
Yes?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to what I was doing. Okay? So I'm going to go back. Is is this okay, Nasaria? Nasaria, is this okay
Yes,
for you?
yes, it's okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, good. Well, so as I was saying, first of all, we have to go to groups and
Okay.
we have to create a group.
Link group.
So,
Okay.
we create a group. In this section, you have to name your group. You decide the group you want. I'm going to do it just for the purposes of of this class. I'm just a Gestalt. Sorry.
It's with G. Yeah, just
Gestalt 2021 June. Here we go. Okay, that's going to be my name. It depends on you. You can name it as you wish. Okay, and then you are going to go to privacy. My recommendation is to keep it private because it's going to be only for your students. Only for your students. No, nobody else will see it. And in visibility, I also suggest doing it in hidden. Why? This will keep your group safe, and only you and your students are going to have access to this group. Nobody else is going to have access to it. If people look for it on the internet, they won't find it. This is not going to be found on Facebook. So that's my suggestion. First, private. Second, hidden. This is what we have. Now here you have invite fan page fans. This is optional. You are not going to do this, and we just create the group. Well, now this is going to be the default screen. You're going to find something like this. This is the default screen, and it's like any group we create on Facebook. But here comes what we need to do, or these are the steps that are going to make a real classroom on Facebook. We're going to go to settings. We're going to go to the settings. In the settings, we're going to have this. This is the view, the general view. So you're going to go to here, and you have set up group. We already have the name and the description. We already have the privacy. The visibility is going to be hidden. And what follows is customize group. This is important. And I'm going to tell you why this is important. As you can see here, you find an address that Facebook provides for your group. Your group is 154012093474256. This is the name of the group, but you can change this. You can make it different. So instead of saying, oh, I belong to the group 154, no. You can give it a name. If you click here in this pencil, you can edit the name. So what we're going to do is to edit the name. And here we can add, let's say we are going to name a group Nazaria Luis Rolando. Okay, here is our group. This is the name of our group. This is just a fictitious name, okay? It's because I'm making it like this. But we can also make it very, very aligned with the course. So we can say business English Luis, for example, and Luis has its own name. We can say Secati Nazaria, right? We can say Secati Nazaria, no? Or English, Secati Nazaria. And Nazaria is going to have her own group, her own direction, and she's going to have her own name. Now, be careful with the names when you edit the names, because you might get this green check, but okay, you get this green check when the name hasn't been taken. But what happens if we say, for example, Inglés? Look, it says this alias is already assigned. Please try another one. So make sure you select a name that hasn't been taken. Here, let's use our initials. Okay, Nazaria Luis Rolando. This is going to be our group name. Okay, just for the purposes of this. Don't you will change it later on if you want. And then you just click on save. Here we go. Okay, now what's going to happen? Well, whenever you want to share your group, you just copy this and then you share it. So it's personalized, it's a personalized web address of this group. So this is the advantage. You can also change the color if you want. I'm not going to do this. This is not important, really not important. And what follows is really important. We are in the customize group section. Here is customize group. We are going to go down, and in the option group type, you are going to edit. And you're going to select this option, social learning. This is the option you need to use, social learning. Why do we need to use social learning? Look, in the description, it reads, organize posts into a guide or series of guides that members can see. This is the option we need to select, social learning. So we click social learning, and then save. We just go to save, to the save button. And now, look, we have our name and we have our group type as social learning. The next step is, again in this section, we scroll down a little bit, and here you are going to see this option that reads guides. Organize posts by subject to help people learn new things. What we're going to do here is to click in remove. Okay, we click remove, and then the button add will be shown, add. So what we're going to do is to click this button, add, and immediately we're going to have this feature of guides. When we click add, we immediately get this feature, guides. Okay, so this is where we are going to work. We're going to work on guides. This is going to be our feature, our hidden feature. This is the hidden feature that is not very well known, but that is very useful. Okay, so you need to get guides in your menu. Okay, now I'm going to go back to home just to show you what happens. When you're in home, you have this menu, and you go immediately to discussion. To find your group, to find your classroom in Facebook, you have to go to guides. You click guides. And this is where we're going to start working. We're going to begin with this tutorial, creating the guides. This is where you're going to organize all your contents of your class. You decide how you organize your information. That's up to you. If you want to use modules, you say module 1. If you want to use units, you say unit 1. If you want to say, okay, they are not modules, they are not units, they are, I don't know, probably courses, course 1. That's up to you. I don't really know how you organize your information. In my experience, I organize things by units. So that's my option. For me, it's easier to follow units. Okay. So guides are going to be those learning units for me, but you can choose another option, right? Could be modules. So to begin, what we're going to do is to go to this option. It says start a guide. Now here you have some information. Your group has guide section. You can use guides to highlight important posts you want people to read, help people learn about a specific topic or subject, or organize information in a place that's easy to find. In my opinion, what we're going to do is this. help people learn about a specific topic or subject. Since we're going to be teaching English, we're going to do this, okay? So you click on Start a Guide. Okay? Now, when you click on Start a Guide, you will find this first window. And obviously here, since it's going to be your first guide, you have to name it. You can name it as you want. Unit 1, for example, or if you want to go straight to the name, you can say introducing oneself, or whatever you want. That's up to you. My recommendation is in the guide description. This is optional, but in my opinion, what I believe is important is to write in this section the objectives of that unit. That's my recommendation, because in that way your students know exactly what they are going to achieve at the end of this unit. So it would be a good idea to write this objective. Like in this unit you will learn, and then you say, oh sorry, you will learn, and then you select what you want your students to teach. Once you finish filling out this information, oh sorry, forgot. In this unit you will learn whatever, right? Then we save. Okay, now this is our guide number 1. This is our guide number 1, or our unit number 1. That depends on how you do it, right? Okay, so then to start creating content, what you need to do is to select the option Create Post. You're going to select this option, Create Post. You create your post, you're going to have this, create post, give your post a title, write something. I will say if it's the first welcome message, a welcome message. Okay. In here, you are going to obviously have your message. I'm going to use this because I had already this information. Okay, and so what I can do is to do this. Hi everyone, or hey everyone, welcome to our English class. I'm Rolando Blas. I will be your English teacher. In this space, you will find all the necessary information that we will use during the course. As our first activity, I need you to tell the group about yourself. Write a short text. Oh, sorry. In the message, in the comment section, saying your name, where you're from, age, optional, professional job, and your interests and hobbies. I will start with my personal information. And obviously, if you leave it like this, it's not going to be really attractive. So my suggestion is adding an image. And to do this, what you're going to do is to go to this option, Add to your post, and you're going to select photo or video. You click here, you select your image, and then you just say, okay, I already have my information, so I'm going to post my first activity, okay? And here you have your welcome message. Obviously, you ask your students to comment on this, your students comment, and everything's done. When your students complete this activity, they will be required to click here, which means they have already done the activity. In this way, they can see the progress and they can check how much they have advanced. Good. So this is the first activity we have here. But this is not enough. Obviously, this is not enough. Okay, so we need to continue adding information. So let's say, okay, create a post. We're going to create a post, and here what we're going to do is introducing oneself video. This is going to be the topic. And what we're going to do here is the following. For every post you publish, you need to give instructions on what students have to do with the posts you do. For example, in the previous post, I said, write a short text in the comments section to introduce yourself, and I show them what they have to do. In this, since they're going to watch a video, obviously you have to tell them, okay, watch the video link and learn about some useful expressions to introduce yourself. Okay, so here, this is the instruction. Watch the video in the following link and learn about some useful expressions to introduce yourself. Obviously, you have to go to YouTube, for example. You have to look for a video. Suppose we have, sorry. We can go to YouTube. We can ask introducing oneself. We can select a video. My recommendation is that it's a very short video. For example, this one is is only some it's only 1 minute long. So what I do is I post the video here. It's automatically inserted, and you just click post. Remember, you need to give the instructions. You add the content, and then you publish the post. So here I already have 2 posts, 1 and 2. And you can keep adding as many posts as you want. If you want to add also an external PowerPoint presentation, or if you want to add an external file, you can do it in the following way. Create a post again. You can select here, and you can add files, for example. I'm going to do this in a moment. So let's suppose here we select learning. Okay, introducing oneself presentation. And then you can say, okay, the instructions again. Download the following link. Sorry, the following file, and learn about useful expressions on how to introduce yourself. Okay, now you as the planner or as the organizer of the course, you need to obviously create, if you're going to show a presentation, you need to create presentations in which students can see the content, but also can do some activities. So for example, let's suppose that we create this presentation, this PowerPoint presentation. The students will see it, and obviously there's going to be an activity to be completed. To select or to add the files, they have to go to more, they have to go to add file, they have to choose the file. The files can be up to 100 megabytes. That's a very good good size, but presentations are more or less, I don't know, maybe 200, are less than that, right? 200, 400. Let's see if I have a presentation here. Let me see. Let's suppose I'm going to use this just as an example, okay? Present perfect. So just using this as an example now. Okay. So here, my presentation is already loaded, and all I do is post. Okay. And now you see we have 1, 2, 3 posts. And then, well, you already uploaded all the contents, but now you want to test your students. So in this option, you have create quiz. I need to tell you something about the quizzes we have here in any platform. You can have quizzes just for self-evaluation, or you can have quizzes to test your students' knowledge. What's the difference? Well, when we use tests just as self-evaluation, we're doing something that we call formative evaluation. It's students receiving feedback on how they are progressing in their activities. But when we create quizzes in which we really test our students' knowledge, we are using what is called the summative evaluation. Okay, so we're going to learn this in tomorrow's class. And obviously, we need to make this difference because when we create the quizzes here in Facebook, we have these two options. So let me show you how this works. Create quiz. Here, you have to name your quiz. Quiz introduction or introductions. Passing score. This is what I have just mentioned. If you don't give any passing score, students only complete the quiz, and that's it. They will say, oh, I missed this. Oh, this is incorrect. Oh, this is right. Okay, that's it. But if you add a percentage, you say, okay, I need you to get 100, otherwise it's not completed. Or you can say, okay, maybe with 8 you already get this quiz complete. That's up to you. So for this reason, it's important to mention what I just said, formative or summative. It depends on you. That's up to you. Okay, so here, if you want to start creating your quiz, you create your questions. So let's suppose one of the questions, or one of the items, not questions, one of the items we would use, since it's going to be only multiple choice exercises or multiple choice items, we can do something simple, just like in here, obviously, we're going to begin with the questions. You from Mexico? Would be, are you from Mexico? Is you from Mexico? Okay, and then, okay, wait a minute. I'm receiving a call. Bueno. Estoy en clases, nada más termino y voy. Como a las 12. ¿De Gestal? Gestal. Sí, pues ya tenía una clase programada. Sí, sale pues. Okay, so here we go. As I said, we can have options. So here, are you from Mexico? Is you from Mexico? And the other one would be, I'm you from Mexico, right? And to select the correct option, here you have these check marks. So here we would say, oh, this is the right one, right? Okay, and then we can keep adding questions. Add another question. Question number 2. Let's say, here, what are your names? What am your name, or what is your name? And here, obviously, we select again the correct option. What is your name? We can add more questions. One more question. Let's add one more question. Your okay here. It's up to you. Whatever you want. All right. But let's say it's your parents from Mexico. Here again, these your parents. Sorry. Okay, and obviously we select this one. Okay, and then you can keep adding as many questions as you can or as you want, add in with the option add questions. And when you finally, or when you finish with this, you can reorder the questions or simply click in done. So we just click done, and now you are going to see these posts, quiz, presentation, the video, and the welcome message. Now, all of this information, you can see it here. Look, in this panel, in the left panel, you see all the posts. But you might say, oh yes, but students are going to get lost because they're going to see the last one and then there's a new one. And okay, yes, that's okay. What we can do is to reorder all the posts, and to do that, what we're going to do is to go again to the guide number 1. We're going to click here and select the option reorder posts. We're going to select this option. When you click here, you're going to have this panel. This is the panel. So if you say, okay, no, the welcome message is number 1, so you just drag it and put it on top. Then introducing oneself video, okay, it's going to be the second, so you just drag and put it there. Introducing oneself, okay, so let's go. And then finally, we have the quiz introductions. And obviously, we just click in save. This is the option, save. And immediately, all the information is reordered. Welcome message, introducing oneself video, introducing oneself presentation, and the quiz. So this is how you create your learning units. Now, if you want to continue adding new guides or new units, you have to go to the left panel, select new guide, you click in new guide, and automatically you're going to have to create guide number 2. So after introducing oneself, probably you want to talk about jobs and professions. And the same, you set the objective. In this unit, you will learn, and then you, oh, sorry.
A guide is like a unit.
Yes, exactly, Nazaria. That's exactly what it's like. Guide number 2. You save, and you start doing the same as we did it in the first with the first unit. But be careful. In this case, we are in guide number 1, obviously. Now, to begin with guide number 2, we have to go to guide number 2, which is after guide number 1. At the end, you start with guide number 2, sorry, and you start again creating posts. Now, you can see all your guides on your left panel. Here, for example, it's guide number 1, but here is guide number 2. And then you start creating your posts depending on the guides you select. Guide number 1, all the content is here. Guide number 2, you click here and you start, click here, and then you start with all the contents on guide number 2. And you do the same procedure, posts, and then you start creating your posts. Good. Now, and you may say, well, I already have my group, I already have my units. How do I invite my students? Okay, that's a very good question. Now, what are we going to do? Well, we need to go to our group. Our group is here. We go to Gestalt, Okay, this is our group. This is our group. And what we can do is to copy precisely our name, our group name, which is this one. It's a personalized group name. We copy it, and if we have a WhatsApp group or a Facebook group, we can send it. We can send this to our students. When students click, they will have to go to join, and then they will join the group. Or you can do it directly with the invite button. To click in invite, you select people here, okay? And you select us. Oh, come on. You select people, and then people will go and join. Or you can go here, invite. Here you can say Luis Arturo. Okay, Luis Arturo, are you? I think you're not.
No.
Okay, don't worry. It's okay.
Okay.
Okay, but students, what you can do is go directly to this, send this to students, and they will have to go to the group. Okay. Now, anytime you go to your groups, because this is going to happen maybe one day. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to where I have the group. You're going to go to the groups. Here, go to the groups, and in the groups, you need to select the group you created. This one, right? And tell your students to go to guides all the time, because in guides is where they are going to begin. Here we have guide number 1 because we only create one guide. The second guide, we didn't create the second guide. So students start with guide number 1. Oh, sorry, this is another one. I created a different one. It's this one. Okay. So students go to guide number 1. This is unit number 1 or unit number 2, depending. So they go to guide number 1, and then they're going
to. Sorry, only the students have the access to invite another student. Only the teacher has or the organizer of the page.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Only teachers. Yes, only teachers, because otherwise they're going to start. Yes. And okay, let me see how you do that. Okay, here in the member requests, you click here. Here, invited location. Membership questions. Oh, sorry, no, sorry. It's not there. It's in settings. Settings. Okay. In settings, you go here to the option who can join the group. You click here, and you say only profiles. You select only people, only owners of a profile can do it, not pages, only profiles.
Okay.
Then who can approve member requests? You click here and you say anyone in the group or only admins.
Oh, yeah.
By default, it's here, anyone in the group. But my suggestion is to select only administrators and moderators. So in this way, okay, this is already saved, right? So in this way, students are going to see this option, right? So let's say you say, okay, anyone, okay, well, that's anyone. But no. The option is only admins and moderators, because otherwise students are going to invite anyone.
Yes.
And only you can select who can join this, okay? And the other, you can leave it as it is, no problems with that.
Oh, sorry, I have another question. Maybe we are going to go later on, but is there a way that the students, or how the way the students submit or turn in their assignments, or they can only post and make messages, or is there an option for submit the homework or some assignment or not?
Okay, let's go to the group. Now here, yes. When you, for example, go to the guides, you are going to give the introductions here, for example, as our first activity, and okay. So you are going to ask your students to go to the comment section, they have to do the activity, and when they finish it, when they complete, they have to click in done. There's no such thing as in Google Classroom or as in Teams. This doesn't work that way. All you can ask your students is to click in the button once they have completed the activity, but this doesn't guarantee that they have already finished the activity. There's no due date, for example, as in Teams or as in Google Classroom. No, this is not exactly for that. But still, you can check the comments in your students' work and then see. But this, in this case, you have to go one by one. Otherwise, it's not possible.
The only comments, they cannot attach like PDF files or Word
Oh
files.
yes. For example, you say, okay, Rolando, hi teacher, okay, and then there is this option. Sorry, attach photo, video here. Okay, what you can ask them is to add obviously some photos in which they complete their activities. Okay, so that's a possibility. That's a possibility.
Yeah, but it doesn't admit like Word or PDF, PowerPoint. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yes, but okay. Let me show you the last thing you can have. You can go to create post, and here you have something that is called tag an event. What is tag event? Well, with this option, what you do is to select tag event. And for example, you say, okay, next Friday we have a live session, a session like this one. So you say live session, Facebook guides. That's what you do. And then with this, sorry, it's different. That's for tagging. No, live video here. Here's where you post it, and then you say live session, Facebook guides. Okay, and then you say, okay, next week we will have a live session. And obviously you post it, and oh, sorry, it went somewhere around here, I guess. Let me see. Okay, but I forgot to post the video. Sorry. Make us announcement. I did post. Okay. Calendar, where's the calendar? Okay. No, it's for tagging people. Well, here, obviously you set the time, right? Say Friday, what's next week is the 6th, 6th August. Okay, and here you tag your students, and that very day, you're going to go live, and then obviously you are going to have your session with your students. Okay, now this is an event. This is the event for your students, and then here you post. Oh, it's not admitting me. Create event. It's not admitting me. Oh, for some reason, it's not working. But well, here you have the live session, and obviously you're going to tell your students that this is going to be the live session, and that day you're going to have this face-to-face class with your students. Okay? Yes, there's a problem with the page. Something is happening. I don't know why. But well, this is what I have for you on how to use the Facebook as a learning platform and as another option in which you can use this to start creating classes. Okay,
Or
so
maybe, oh, sorry, or maybe it could be not another, but additional. Maybe as we are learning to use a variety of resources, maybe we can use as an additional because I think most of the people, of the young people, loves the social media, so they can. Okay, we can offer besides the platform. For instance, I'm using Schoology. We will have some extra resources on Facebook. So again,
mhm. Yes,
joining
this
me in
is
this group.
obviously this is not as powerful as all the learning software that we use as Google Classroom, as Teams, as Edmodo or Schoology. It has some limitations. I have to be honest with you. It has limitations, but still it can be appealing to some students. Like, okay, teacher, I have Facebook, so I better use Facebook. It's easier for them, but obviously that's up to you. This is just another way or another tool that you can use to create your classes. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. This is what I wanted to.
But in that case,
Mhm.
do we need to have a page,
No, 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 no. From
Facebook,
your
or not?
profile. No,
Just,
no, no,
just
no. From your profile, Nazaria. From your profile. It
okay.
doesn't matter. It's from your profile. Yes, no, no problem.
Okay,
It
so
doesn't
it's a
matter.
good tool.
Yes, yes, it can be. Yes, as I said,
Great.
this is another option. This is not the only option and not the one you have to use. But if it adapts to your needs, use it. I recommend it. It's
Yeah, but
okay.
the requirement is that the student has has to have a Facebook account.
Yes,
If
yes,
they don't have a Facebook, they cannot access. Is the
yes,
first thing.
exactly, exactly. That's another disadvantage, obviously.
But almost everybody has or Facebook
Yeah.
or WhatsApp.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes.
That's a good thing. Okay,
Or
well,
else they could say, okay, I don't have dates.
yes. Okay. I don't know if you have any comments, any questions before we finish, because essentially this is what I wanted to, to, to show you today. And this is extra. This is
Yeah.
essentially extra. Okay.
In
So
that case, that we could make quizzes too.
mhm,
Uh, they do they check it?
they can check it. They can check.
The
Yes.
results and everything.
They receive, the only students receive how much they got. Only
Uh,
students receive it. Only
uh,
students receive it. Yes.
and we have, I suppose.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Yes.
it's good.
And
It's
Yeah.
good.
only teacher can post like
Quizzes.
the quizzes and files in Word, PDF, and PowerPoint.
Mhm. Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
Only the teacher.
Advantage, yeah, to the students can download and then send a picture of the
Mhm.
answer for the
Screenshots, can send screenshots or
yeah.
mhm. Yes. This is up to you, obviously, this, as I said, but I believe it can be useful in some cases, in some scenarios, it might be useful.
Yeah. Okay, and that's very good. No comment from my side.
Okay, Nazaria, comments,
Well,
questions?
so in that case, can we eliminate or some groups? Because, well, I remember that like 5 or 6 years ago,
Mhm.
I registered probably one or two groups, but I didn't do anything. I just create them.
Yeah, you can delete. Yes, you can delete the groups. You can delete them.
Okay. So,
Yes, you can delete them.
so
Yes.
I'm going to check it. Thank
Yeah.
you. That's a
Mhm.
very good information.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I will send you the video once it's processed. It's still processing. When
Okay.
it's fully processed, I will send you the link so you can watch it over and over and over as many times as
Okay.
you want.
Thank you.
Okay?
Okay.
Yes, it's for you. Yes. So, but I wanted to make the live demo so you could follow. Oh, I remember the teacher clicked here or click there. And if you
Mhm.
forgot something, you can watch again the video. So no problem.
Teacher, please join me to the classroom with my
Oh, sorry. Yes, sorry,
yes,
sorry,
with
sorry.
my
Yes,
new
yes, yes.
email because I
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
haven't.
Sorry, Natalia. I forgot.
You forgot.
Sorry for that. Sorry for that. Yes, it was a mistake on me. It was a mistake on me.
But there
Sorry.
is no problem. And you, Luis Arturo, did you join me to the modo?
Oh, okay, let me. No, no, no. I will
You
join in the.
forgot.
Sorry, I forgot.
Remember, we have to complete
Yeah.
today.
Okay.
because-
That's for tomorrow. That's for tomorrow. That's for tomorrow.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have
Yeah.
more time.
Okay. Okay. Let's see, Nazaria.
Yes, I
Let
see.
me join you. Okay, here we go. It's Sanchez Lopez.
It's Sanchez Lopez Nazaria
Uh-huh.
3@gmail.com.
Sanchez Lopez Nazaria 3 at Gmail. What happened to the other Nazaria?
Because I had some problems and I
Oh,
want
okay,
to
okay.
continue with this.
Yeah, something happened to us today too, so
Okay, thank
I
you.
guess it's not working properly. I sent you the invitation, Nazaria. Just accept,
I
and you will
click
be
that.
immediately.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Okay. So well, that's all for today, for this class, for this demo session. I wanted to show you this, and tomorrow we're going to have more content and more applications that we can use to help our classes. Okay, I'm going to show you some softwares that you can use. I'm going to show you some online applications that you can use to make your lessons more live with your students, more interactive with them. And it's going to be okay. So well, thank you for being here today, Friday. I will see you tomorrow, 11 o'clock.
Okay. Thank you.
And yes, and I'm going to update the link to join the
Okay,
lesson,
okay.
the session, because for some reason it failed today. Okay, so
So,
we'll see you. Yes, I will see you
Okay.
tomorrow. Have a good day. Take care.
thank you, same
Okay.
to all of
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
See you. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye bye bye.
Bye.